friendly reminder for the video that if you guys are buying any cards because of the new ban list, please use my link in the description below for tcgplayer.com. I really appreciate it because it does help out the channel quite a lot. What is up, guys? Dzeeff here, and apparently we have a new ban list, and I think this is a good moment to take and just explain what the no sooner than December 15th means, because on my prediction video a lot of people were really confused about that, and I've explained it before, but basically all the no sooner than date means is that Konami will not actually implement any of the changes until that date. That is the absolute earliest. So that means that they can announce the changes early, like today, where they're announced them a week early, but they won't go into effect until at the very earliest, December 15th. We'll have to take a look. And it also means they're not guaranteed to make any changes by that date. That is simply the earliest date. So in the past, they've done like several weeks past the no sooner than date. That's perfectly fine. But so this time we're getting it announced, and then probably early next week or mid next week, we'll see the update go into effect. Let's take a look. Hopefully we don't have to go to the EU site. It should be up on here. Yep, okay, so oh gosh, there's a bunch of banned cards. So effective from September 14th, wait, this is the old list. This is the old list, yeah. I swear I saw a bunch of people posting about it. Okay, let's see, we'll go to Europe, we'll go to, I don't know, I guess UK, and then see, I guess it keeps updating on Europe first. Effective from 12/15. Okay, so there is a ban list. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the EU site. I think that it looks a little old school, but that's fine, and I'm sure by the time that you guys watch this video, it will be updated on the North American website. At least I would imagine it would be, but it does take a little while. So we have effective from 15/12, which is December 15th. Well, let's take a look. We'll just scroll. Okay, so we have Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, a card that was missing from my latest ban list prediction. I had it 2 predictions ago, but then I said, maybe Konami doesn't care about it. I know it just got a reprint or was just getting a reprint at that time, but yeah, this makes sense. This card is super annoying to play around. It's just basically the Djinn that's banned, but even easier to make because you don't have to ritual summon. You can just make pretty much any 2 monsters, and then you can do this Djinn lock. Obviously, equipping it to Union Carrier is not what you want to do, but technically, if you have 2 monsters, you can just make this lock. But yeah, this thing is super degenerate. We do not need cards like this in Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. It is kind of funny because Buster Bladers, I think, will take a little hit there, right? Because Buster Bladers have kind of been in and out of the format, believe it or not. But yeah, this is a super degenerate lock, and I'm glad to see it banned. Moving down, no other effect monsters. We have... I was right! I knew they wouldn't ban Krishan Helki Firebacks. I knew they would hit Link Cross, if anything. Yeah, Link Cross is banned. I kept saying this over and over and over again. Konami will not hit Krishan Helki Firebacks. I mean, they'll wait as long as possible. I think early 2021 they'll probably ban it, but I kept saying Link Cross is what they're going to hit. Link Cross is what they're going to hit. They didn't hit it on the last ban list. It must have been too early, but we see it banned here. Yeah, no Helki Firebacks banned. The good news is they didn't go crazy and ban a whole bunch of random tuner monsters this time. They just banned it, or just banned the Link Cross, which is better than banning like every tuner in the game. But Link Cross is super annoying to play against. I think the reason it's so annoying is that like you want to use your hand traps against cards like Isolde or Helki Firebacks, your Ash, your Impermanence, and then your opponent can just summon Link Cross on top of them and continue on with their combos. Super annoying. I will say this is a tiny hit to Altergeist because Link Cross was pretty important to summon on top of Hextia when you could not full combo. That doesn't matter as much right now, but when we eventually someday get Pukari, it will matter quite a lot, because part of the reason Pukari was so strong is that you could make a Hextia on turn 1 anytime you drew it pretty much, and then you could turn it into Link Cross to search Multifigure, but now you can't do that. Don't get me wrong, summoning Hextia on turn 1 is still very good, especially if you have your normal summon was the Marionetter or the Moleseek, but without Link Cross it will make it a lot worse when you have like Pukari and Silk. You know, that doesn't really do that much, but yeah, that is obviously a hit that matters a lot more. Altergeist is not the main reason that card was hit. It's just like a thing that I wanted to mention. Alright, moving down, no Synchros banned, no Xyz monsters banned, no Smoke Grenade the Thief banned for spells here. unsurprising. I think every single person on their ban list prediction list guessed that Smoke Grenade would be banned. One of the most annoying cards in the entire game to play against. I mean, Smoke Grenade, it's never really been this competitively viable, and that's probably for the best, because if it would have been good back in the day, I know that people were talking about it when Inzectors were first released, and it did see a little bit of experimentation, but this is really, I mean, in Infernables specifically, this is like the top amount that it's ever seen play in Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, when it's seen play, it is super, super annoying. I think a lot of people realize that. We eventually did move away from like a lot of the Vion decks or the Vion engines that were using this card over and over and over again. And we saw people just using like it only in Infernables, but still very degenerate card, and it's good to see it go. Once again, though, I do not think that is surprising at all. Every single person, competitive, casual, was complaining about this card for the last couple of months. Moving on. No traps. So the only bans are, as expected, as I expected at least, the only bans are to combo decks. Konami has really, really been hitting combo decks hard on the last, like, I want to say 2 years worth of ban lists. I mean, Konami has been going pretty crazy there. For a long time, Konami seemed to ignore a lot of the big combo enablers, but lately they are really hitting them. So we still have Helki Fibrax, you still have Union Carrier, but not for the Buster Lock, and it has been used in other ways. I mean, it used to be used to equip Block Dragon and stuff, but so Union Carrier itself is still legal, but no Dragon Buster. And we still have Helki Fibrax, but no Link Cross. We still have Isolde, no Link Cross. We still have the entire Infernable deck, but no Smoke Grenade and no Link Cross. I'll be interested to see if that deck is still viable. I know the last, like, the winners of the ban list, I said that deck was really good, and a lot of people were like, no, they lost too much, but turns out they were a top tier deck this format, and I don't know this time around if they'll be able to survive with these hits, but maybe, who knows. So let's go on to limited here. There is no new limited monster, or I mean just at all, no new limited effect monster, normal monster, fusion monster. Okay, no. Where did they forget to put the limited cards on here? So we have no new limited monsters at all, no new limited spells, and no new limited traps. And we got a little sneak peek there. No new limited cards. Okay, that's pretty weird. I can't remember. The only thing I thought was really going to be limited was going to be the Scarlet Sanguine. I thought that was probably going to be limited because if they hit all the big combo decks, then Eldritch might be a really good control deck. But I guess they just don't care. I mean, Eldritch was pretty underperforming this last format. It was like one other limit that I predicted. But yeah, I guess no limits here. That is very strange. That is very strange. But we'll keep moving. So I saw one semi-limit. The one semi-limit is True King's Return from limited to semi-limited. I don't think this matters that much. I mean, we'll take a look at the unlimits here, but True King's Return is a very good card, but as long as True Dracos only have one diagram, which I still see here is limited. We have one diagram and one card of Demise. I mean, unless they put Masterpiece to 3 suddenly, which I really doubt they would do. Sorry, MBT, but I mean, he only wanted it to 1. But unless they put Masterpiece to 3, because we didn't see it in the limit section there, yeah, I don't think one extra copy of True King's Return is going to make that big of a difference. I am not a big fan of the True King archetype. I think all of you guys probably know that. I consistently have complained about the deck in the past, so I am not too disappointed that True Kings are still probably going to be pretty bad in the upcoming format. So let's move on to the unlimits. I would assume that maybe they're just going like the extremes, like they're going to ban cards and then they're going to unlimit cards, but not limit cards. That's kind of interesting. Let's see here. Okay, sure. Well, okay. So we have, as expected, ABC Dragon Buster, totally awesome to 3 copies. Putting them to 1 was a complete mistake. I have no idea what Konami was thinking. I mean, I get they were thinking that, oh, we're scared of Master Rule 5, but Frogs are looking a lot better. You have 3 copies of Toad. You have Sky Thunder, AA Zeus. That card is really big. And I thought Frogs were not that bad last format. Maybe not as consistent as the other decks, but they were still pretty good, so that's pretty cool. ABCs have not been seeing a lot of play with Buster at 2. 2. I'm not sure if 3 Buster will make a huge difference, but these cards should not have been on the ban list at all. We also have the Gishki. The other Gishki got unlimited on the last ban list, and now we have this one unlimited. The other one did nothing. I know a lot of people posted like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro replays on the first day that it was unbanned, but realistically, I don't think either one of those cards is going to be good in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we have so many hand traps, which we did not have back when those cards were originally like hit on the list. And we also have Seer and Graph, 2-3 copies per deck. That is awesome. I almost made that prediction on my prediction video. I almost made the prediction that Beatrice would go to 2 or that Seer and Graph would go to 3, and then I just said, you know what, that might be a little bit too crazy. But as it turns out, the Phantom Knight deck, the Burning Abyss Phantom Knight deck, did not perform that well with Phantom Rage. It seems like it's still missing something, and maybe Seer and Graph going to 3 will be enough to make that deck competitively viable. It has been very good in the past. Back in 2016, it was a top tier strategy that many good players ran, but people are just not running it right now, to be completely honest. We have seen Phantom Knights, like a Warrior, a combo deck Phantom Knights, they have seen some play, but Burning Abyss Phantom Knights really have not. I've seen decks that play like literally just 1 copy of Seer and 1 copy of Graph in their Phantom Knight deck. Maybe this will encourage people to play like actual Burning Abyss Phantom Knights. Now we have Seer, Graph, and Skarm all back at 3 copies per deck. That is pretty wild. But anyway, that is it for today's ban list reaction video. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure you guys already have, but what you guys think of this ban list. It seems pretty crazy. Maybe not as crazy in terms of the limits, but I think the bans were really good. I think the unlimits are really good as well. This certainly will shake up the format, which will be pretty exciting for a lot of players. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.